The atmosphere at Rogers Center on October 20, 2025, was electric, the kind that makes your skin tingle with anticipation. Every seat was packed, and the energy from the crowd was palpable even before the first pitch. This was not just another playoff game, it was Game 7 of the ALCS, a winner-takes-all scenario where the stakes could not have been higher. Fans from across North America were glued to their screens, and the tension was mirrored on the field. Both teams, battle-worn but fiercely determined, knew that a single swing could decide their fate. From the first inning, it was clear that neither team was going to give an inch. The pitchers delivered with precision, mixing fastballs, sliders, and curveballs that kept hitters guessing. The Blue Jays starter exhibited nerves of steel, delivering pitch after pitch under the unrelenting pressure of a postseason decider. Every strikeout elicited deafening cheers, every walk provoked anxious murmurs throughout the stadium. Meanwhile, the opposing lineup was relentless, fouling off tough pitches and fighting for every inch of the base paths. By the third inning, it was evident that this game was going to be a classic. The teams were locked in a tense deadlock, each defensive play seeming more critical than the last. The infielders were moving like clockwork, cutting off potential rallies before they could begin. The outfielders tracked every fly ball with laser focus, diving and sliding for catches that seemed nearly impossible. Every moment felt monumental, every swing of the bat potentially game-altering. Then came the pivotal fourth inning, when the Blue Jays threatened to break the deadlock. A leadoff single, followed by a perfectly executed steal, set the stage. The tension was almost unbearable as the batter stepped into the box, eyeing the pitcher with unwavering focus. Each pitch was met with meticulous calculation, a chess match of skill, timing, and raw determination. The crowd held its collective breath, sensing that something special was about to unfold. And then, it happened. George Springer, the heart and soul of the lineup, faced a fastball that could make or break the season. In one fluid motion, he connected perfectly, sending the ball soaring over the outfield wall. The sound of the bat meeting the ball echoed like a cannon shot, and the stadium erupted into chaos. Fans screamed, jumped, and hugged strangers, caught up in the euphoric release of tension that had been building for hours. The homer was not just a run, it was a statement. A declaration that the Blue Jays were here to win, and they were doing it in the most dramatic fashion imaginable. Springer rounded the bases with a combination of triumph and relief. His teammates poured out of the dugout, mobbing him with a mix of exuberance and disbelief. Every hand was shaking, every face radiant with joy. It was the kind of moment that defines careers, the kind that fans will recount for decades. Cameras captured every expression, from the elation of the players to the stunned faces of the opposing team, who knew they had just witnessed something historic. The momentum shifted dramatically after that homer. The Blue Jays bullpen, emboldened by Springer's heroics, delivered pitch after pitch with precision and confidence. Each strikeout reinforced the sense that the game had tilted irrevocably in their favor. Defensive plays became even sharper, with fielders cutting off potential threats and preserving the hard-earned lead. The synergy between pitchers and fielders reached a level that only championship-level teams can achieve, every movement perfectly synchronized, every decision crucial. Meanwhile, the opposing team struggled to regain composure. The homer had left a mark not just on the scoreboard but on morale. They fought valiantly, making adjustments and pressing for opportunities, but the Blue Jays' energy was unstoppable. Every at-bat, every pitch carried the weight of Game 7 intensity, but the magic of Springer's homer lingered, a constant reminder of what was at stake. As the innings progressed, tension escalated further. Close plays at the plate and in the field had fans on edge, gasping and cheering in unison. The atmosphere was electric, a blend of hope and desperation, with each pitch capable of rewriting the narrative. Springer's homer had ignited a spark, and the Blue Jays' focus never wavered. Every batter contributed in their own way, whether through small hits, smart base running, or aggressive yet calculated plays that maintained pressure on their opponents. The top of the eighth inning brought another wave of suspense. A perfectly executed double play nearly turned the game, but the Blue Jays managed to hold their lead. Every pitch seemed monumental, every swing scrutinized by millions of viewers. Analysts on live broadcasts replayed Springer's homer countless times, dissecting the mechanics, the timing, and the sheer power of the hit. Social media exploded with highlights, memes, and fan reactions, creating a digital chorus that amplified the excitement beyond the stadium. By the ninth inning, the game had become a test of nerves as much as skill. The closer entered, eyes sharp, body poised for the final challenge. The fans were on the edge of their seats, aware that any mistake could reverse months of preparation and effort. Every pitch was a statement, every strike a reassurance, every ball in play a potential heartbreaker. The energy in the stadium was almost tangible, a collective heartbeat synchronized to the rhythm of the game. When the final out was recorded, relief and jubilation swept through the stadium like a tidal wave. The Blue Jays had done it, they were ALCS champions, propelled by a clutch homer from George Springer that would be remembered for generations. Players embraced, fans cheered, and the magnitude of the moment sank in. It was a victory earned through talent, preparation, and the perfect execution of a moment that defined the series. Interviews after the game highlighted Springer's poise and leadership. He humbly reflected on the homer, acknowledging the teamwork and support that made it possible. Coaches praised the discipline and focus that had been evident throughout the series. Analysts dissected the game, celebrating the strategic moves and individual performances that culminated in this unforgettable outcome. Beyond the homer itself, the game showcased the essence of postseason baseball. Every pitch, every swing, every dive had contributed to a story of resilience, skill, and determination. The Blue Jays had demonstrated the power of teamwork under pressure, with Springer's homer serving as both a catalyst and symbol of their triumph. Fans would remember not just the homer, but the build-up, the tension, the near misses, and the collective joy that erupted when the ball cleared the fence. This game also reinforced the unpredictability and drama that make baseball America's pastime. The combination of strategic pitching, clutch hitting, and impeccable defense exemplified the artistry of the sport. Each player had a role, and every decision mattered, reminding viewers why postseason baseball is unlike any other experience in sports. For the Blue Jays, this victory was a culmination of months of hard work, adversity, and preparation. It was a moment that solidified their legacy, not just as a team, but as a symbol of perseverance. Springer's homer would be replayed in highlight reels, remembered as one of the most clutch moments in franchise history. Fans would retell the story with excitement, painting vivid pictures of the roar of the stadium, the ball soaring into the night sky, and the eruption of celebration that followed. The opposing team, while defeated, had also contributed to the spectacle. Their resilience, the tense at-bats, and the moments of near victory elevated the drama, making Springer's homer even more impactful. In defeat, there was dignity and acknowledgement of the sheer competitiveness that made Game 7 a classic. As the celebrations continued, the significance of the moment extended beyond the field. Social media was ablaze, sports bars echoed with commentary, and the narrative of October 20, 2025, spread across continents. The Blue Jays' victory, anchored by Springer's historic homer, became a shared experience that transcended borders, uniting fans in awe of the dramatic spectacle they had just witnessed. The play-by-play analysis of the homer revealed the perfect combination of timing, mechanics, and situational awareness. Springer had not only delivered a powerful swing but had done so in a moment where precision mattered more than raw power. It was a testament to his preparation, instinct, and ability to rise to the occasion when everything was on the line. Beyond the homer, the game was filled with strategic brilliance. Managers made bold decisions on pitching changes, defensive alignments, and pinch hitting, demonstrating the cerebral aspect of baseball. Each move contributed to a narrative that kept fans engaged and on edge, proving that Game 7 was as much about intellect and preparation as it was about athleticism. The bullpen's performance after Springer's homer further emphasized the importance of depth and team cohesion. Each reliever delivered under immense pressure, showcasing composure and skill that complemented the offensive heroics. Their ability to shut down rallies and preserve the lead was critical, turning a moment of brilliance into a series-winning advantage. Defensive plays throughout the game added to the tension and excitement. Diving catches, precise throws, and split-second decisions prevented potential rallies and highlighted the athleticism that underpins every successful postseason team. These plays, often overlooked by casual viewers, were integral to the narrative, keeping the opposing team at bay and maintaining the momentum generated by Springer's homer. Fans inside Rogers Center experienced a rollercoaster of emotion. From the nervous energy of the early innings to the euphoric release after the homer, the game was an emotional journey. The stadium itself became a living entity, reacting in unison to each swing, pitch, and defensive play, creating an atmosphere that cannot be replicated outside the live experience. Springer's homer also had ripple effects beyond the immediate game. It shifted the narrative of the ALCS, solidifying the Blue Jays as not only winners of the series but as a team capable of delivering in the highest pressure moments. Analysts speculated about the potential impact on the upcoming World Series, debating strategies and matchups that could be influenced by the confidence and momentum generated in Game 7. As the night progressed, the celebrations continued unabated. Players, coaches, and fans relished the historic victory, knowing that they had witnessed something extraordinary. The images of Springer rounding the bases, teammates engulfing him in celebration, and fans erupting in unison became iconic, destined to be remembered as part of baseball lore. The Blue Jays' triumph was a masterclass in seizing the moment. It highlighted the importance of preparation, focus, and execution under pressure. Every player contributed to the collective effort, but Springer's homer encapsulated the drama, skill, and timing that define postseason baseball at its finest. Game 7 of the ALCS on October 20, 2025, will be remembered as a defining moment in MLB history. George Springer's clutch homer not only led his team to victory but also created a lasting memory for fans, a moment of pure baseball magic that captured the essence of competition, resilience, and the thrill of October baseball. The story of that homer extends beyond statistics and box scores. It is about timing, courage, and the ability to perform when it matters most. It is about the collective effort of a team rising to the occasion and the joy of fans who bear witness to moments that will be told for generations. Even after the final out, the echoes of the game lingered. Discussions, replays, and analyses kept the narrative alive, allowing fans to relive the suspense, excitement, and triumph repeatedly. The legacy of Springer's homer and the Blue Jays' victory became a touchstone for what postseason baseball represents: drama, excellence, and unforgettable moments that define careers and inspire future generations. In the end, October 20, 2025, was not just a date, it was a celebration of baseball itself. A reminder of why fans dedicate their hearts to the game, why players push themselves to the limits, and why a single swing of the bat can change everything. George Springer's homer will forever symbolize the thrill, the tension, and the exhilaration of the sport at its highest level.